Ram Krishna Hari. We offer our namaskars at the feet of Lord Vitthal and all the Varkari saints before we begin with the next episode of Sant Sopandev Charitra, the biography of Sant Sopandev, whom we lovingly call as Sopan Kaka. Now, today's day, which is Tripuri Purnima or Kartik Purnima or even Guru Nanak Jayanti, is a very glorious day because on this day Sopandev was born. So it is also Sopandev Jayanti on Tripuri Purnima or Kartik Purnima. Sopandev was the third child to the couple Vitthal Pant Kulkarni and Rukmini Devi, his elder brothers being Nivruttinath and Jnaneshwar Mauli. The advantage that he had was he was influenced by both the sampradaya of Nivruttinath as well as Jnaneshwar Mauli. Sant Nivruttinath, as we have seen in Sant Muktai Charitra in the YouTube channel of Nemlekar's Kala Academy, was a disciple of Gahininath. Gahininath comes in the lineage of the Nath Sampradaya, which begins with Adinath, that is Lord Shankara, and from there goes on to Machendranath, Gorakshanath, and finally we come to Gahininath, whose disciple is Nivruttinath, whose disciple is Jnaneshwar Mauli. Now we all need to know that Nath Sampradaya believes that one teacher is supposed to have only one disciple. Jnaneshwar Mauli somehow felt that the meaning of the entire Bhagavad Gita, which he translated into Prakrit as Bhavartha Deepika, which we call as Jnaneshwari, should be available to all, be they people from a particular caste, gender, race, religion. He said it should be available to all. And so Jnaneshwari was compiled by him, translated by him, interpreted by him for the general welfare of people, because he believed that everyone is entitled to salvation or moksha or acquiring knowledge of the Advaita. That is why if you see Nath Sampradaya, which believes in one teacher and one disciple, has a complete contrast in what Mauli did, which is the Bhagavad cult of Bhagavad Sampradaya, which says one teacher can address many disciples at the same time. The reason behind telling viewers this is that Sopandev had the influence of both the Nath Sampradaya as well as the Bhagavad Sampradaya on him. So that was the advantage of the great saint Sopandev, that he was completely exposed to two different sampradayas, and from that he compiled his own work, which consists of about 50 odd abhangs, and it is believed that he has even written the literal translation of the Bhagavad Gita, which is in Sanskrit, into Marathi. This book, which he has compiled, called as a Sopandevi, is his literary work. But there are many scholars who still have an apprehension that Sopandev could have written Sopandevi, which is a direct translation of the entire verses of Bhagavad Gita into Marathi. Many people say that it is not possible that Sopandev could have written Sopandevi because it would have been a parallel literary work with the Jnaneshwari, and in no way was Sopandev in competition with his brother. Anyway, let's leave that aspect. The most important thing to know is that we are blessed to have the writings of Jnaneshwari, the Sopandevi, the abhangs of all the four brethren, and most importantly, as we have learnt in Sant Muktai Charitra, her Tatice Abhang. So these four brethren were supposed to be incarnations of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh and Adi Shakti Mahamaya, so that people who are in their spiritual slumber are awakened and set on the path of consciousness, that is universal consciousness. Mauli's Jnaneshwari, which has his interpretation, expounds the philosophy of Advaita, universal consciousness, and Sopanaka or Sopandev carried forth this ideology. There are many abhangs of Sopandev in which we come to know that he, just like Mauli used to say in his Hari part, Hari Mukhe Mana, in the same way Sopandev would talk about the Namasmaran being one of the ways to reach your ultimate goal as a spiritual seeker. We shall learn more about Sopandev and his abhangs in the further episodes to come. And for now, we pay our obeisance at the feet of Sopandev on his Jayanti, which is on Tripuri Purnima, that is today. Ram Krishna Hari.